Hello and welcome to this sketchbook tour. My name is Noah and I'm an artist from the Netherlands, and today we're going to flip through this watercolor or aquarelle sketchbook. It's a Pandero watercolor 200 grams sketchbook. It's in this square format, and I worked in this sketchbook from November 2022 until March of 2025. So in the front, you see here the front and the back cover of the sketchbook are a lot of people. It's done with Posca markers. It was at a party and I quite like it. And then here on the first page on the left is a painting of a painting I did. It was a commission of a landscape, and I did this one in acrylic paint, I think so. And on the right is the first watercolor painting. It's from a Still Here Still Live reference photo. It's quite dark. I think that's the reason why I don't like this sketch. I just don't like it. Later in the sketchbook there are quite some few I really like, but I just don't like this first page. And that's okay, but you can also see, because I had this sketchbook for quite a long time, you can see the progression. You see me getting better, so that's good. Here on the second page you see a Crea Day, and it's like 3 of my friends, and once a month we sit together and we do something fun. And this was a painting drawing day, and they're doing bullet journaling, I think, because that's what they like to do and I like to paint more. Here you see some quick 1 minute poses done with watercolor. It's 1 minute, so you don't see that much, but you can see a bit of lighter and shadows. Some more poses, 30 seconds one, getting quicker, but you can see people doing things. Looks a bit weird, but it's okay. And here you see some stars hanging in a window. It's done with my fountain pen from Lamy. So I quite like this one, but the ink I used from this fountain pen will dissolve in water, so it's not very handy for the book, but yes, I see that later. And here on the left is another Still Here Still Alive, and on the right is a fountain pen drawing of a bouquet of flowers. This is a Still Here Still Alive photo reference here on the right I quite like. First I drew with pencil and then I painted it in, and I do really like this one. And on the right, a fountain pen sketch of a bird with a crown on its head. Some more fountain pen of 2 Christmas balls. Some more fountain pens. A photo I found somewhere. On the left it's a pear, and on the right is a bear. It's like an ice bear, I think, at the zoo. Here an inked painting sketch of a person. I think it's when I started the 100 Hertz challenge, I also used this one. It's quite a quick one. Here is another one, also done in inked. It's also for the 100 Hertz challenge, and I quite like this one. I like the file use, and I also like, it's a bit of weird head. It's not a normal one. I like the teeth. They look quite disgusting. Another head from the 100 Heads, a man with a beard, also with different values. Here another one. And I also like the composition of these 3 heads, just like this one, with the values and how I placed it on this page. I think it's quite fun. Also one for the 100 Heads challenge. This was around New Year's, when I don't know which year, but me and my classmates, we did a model session together where we all brought some food and some drinks and we all painted together to start and celebrate the new year. And it's like become a bit of a tradition since then, and I quite like those days. It's fun to see everyone again. 2 other heads for the 100 Heads challenge, and these ones are done with markers and then some line on top of it. These are 2 from the Still Here, Still Live reference photos, but one is only done in orange and the other one is only done in green. Do not know what to think of these. Quite funny. Well, let's get going. Here on the left you see a drawing I've done in the garden when it was summer, so some plein air painting. And on the right, some 1 minute gesture sketching, first done with ink and after that some pencil on top of it. These 2 are part of the Beachtober series I started and never finished. The background is with line, and then on top of it I did with some marker, some pen, black pen. I think they both look a bit childish, and I don't know, I'm not enjoying them. No, these are not my best, but we cannot have every day our best days. Because this page, I really do like this next one. I really love the sweets one. I love the colors, I love the candy, I love the way it's painted, and I love the cross hatching, the thicker lines, the thinner lines. I just love this one. I really do like this one page. It looks really cool in my opinion. And on the right, some Kamubanda from Naruto, some fan art. I do really like Naruto, the series, the anime. And I drew this frog quite a lot of times in other sketchbooks. I quite like this character. This is a painting of a model. It also was another New Year's session with my classmates, and I really enjoyed these sessions, like I said before. But now you see how little I use the sketchbook because we're already a year later. And it's a model in a wedding dress. So I left the white blank and I tried to only paint the shadows in the dress. This page is the wrong way around, but our two storks is from my Sketch With Me sessions. I will leave a link to the Sketch With Me video where I'm only painting storks with watercolor, and I think I really like the one on the left, and the one on the right I like a little bit less, but it's still good practice. Because they're both like 5 minutes each, so not that much time, especially with watercolors. Here you see this was during a class of mine where we had to learn about watercolors, and these are two classmates who set model for us. We all had to sit as models, and we did not have that much time. I do not like my background color. It's a little bit dirty, but I do like the red and the yellow and the blues. Other classmates, and this one is more a close-up of the head. I quite like this one, and the one on the right is a little bit farther away, but I think this one looks better than the previous one because the background is blue and it's a little bit nicer than the brown. On the right you see here a landscape painting. I think it's from a photo I found on the internet. And on the right some chickens, lots of chickens. And then the blobs are done with watercolor and I put some pencil on top of that. Painting I did from a photo from the internet. It was like a farm with a water next to it. And on the right are two trees, and these are from photos I took myself. Two trees, and I quite like the one on the right. Another tree. Do not like this tree. It's probably because of the background color and it got a bit dirty inside the tree. The one on the right is from a flower bouquet. It's like abstract, first with colored pencil and then with watercolor on top of it. This page I do really like. It's plein air painting I did outside with some boats, and I just quite like it. It's not easy to paint plein air, I think, and watercolors are also quite difficult. But you see progress, I think. If you see one of the first pages from the sketchbook and you see this one, you can see I have improved quite a bit. Still not there, but I have improved. Another boat, but this was from a Sketch With Me session with boats. So it's like done in a few minutes. Don't remember how much minutes, but it was quick. These paintings I quite like. These are both from my dog when she was sleeping. The one on the left is in brown and the one on the right is in blue. And she's sleeping. Some more paintings of my dog while she's sleeping, with some squares behind her. And I think I really like the one on the right with the blue and the red. These are some leaves, a bit abstract. It was also, I think, from a flower bouquet. And I tried to do this exercise we got at school, like not 50 shades of gray, but 50 shades of green. So I tried to mix different colors of green to make this. It's quite a good exercise. I will try it again. This is my favorite page from the sketchbook. Let me know down below what is your favorite page in the sketchbook so far. But this is mine. It's are a lot of little paintings from still lifes and quite detailed also. And I really like this. I like the reflections, the shadows, the different colors, the way it looks on this page, the compositions. These are also all the still lifes you see here I got from Pinterest. So none of it are my own. I would like to practice by making my own still life someday and then painting that. But these compositions are just really good. So it's easy to do when it's late in the evening and I'm just quite relaxed and just wanted to paint something. So 12 little still life sketches. This is another still life sketch. And on the right, an acrylic painting of two geese. You can see it a little bit. It's a bit abstract. It's nice. So this was this watercolor sketchbook. I hope you got some inspiration from seeing these sketches. And yeah, well, see you next time. Until the next sketchbook tour. Bye.